Welcome back to On the Volley, and I'm back to talk about Celtic. Now, my apologies, I've been absent, okay, I went MIA for a while. The reason for that, just a lot of things on my plate. I've been really busy, and as you all know, this is a hobby for us, yeah? Something which I love to do, Keeper loves to do, something which we'd love to do full time, you know, on a daily basis. But unfortunately, we're not at that stage yet. We may get there one day, okay? Hopefully, that's our target. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, you know, too much of me might be a little bit too much. But anyway, since my last video, we played against Atletico Madrid, okay? And I tell you what a fabulous performance. What a fabulous performance. Some people have said that that was our best performance in Europe. It was a fucking great performance. I don't know if it was our best performance in Europe. It's definitely up there, at least since I've been supporting Celtic. And I'll be honest with you, I also think our game against Real Madrid last season, that was excellent. We could have won that game. Yeah, the bar, the crossbar, okay. The post saved Real Madrid, to be totally honest. What would have happened at the end of the game, I don't know, but we were a class act. We really were. We really went for them, just like we did against Atletico. Then there was our game the season before against Bayer Leverkusen in Europe, where we lost 4-0, but only because of the Bayer Leverkusen keeper. I mean, that boy did some world-class, outstanding saves to keep us out. If that guy hadn't been on top form, who knows how it would have gone. But look, you know, great performance against Atletico Madrid. I will say one thing though, yeah, before I go on. I wasn't too sure whether Brendan did the right thing or the wrong thing against Atletico when he took off Luis De Palma. Because you're talking about a creative player, you're talking about someone that can either, okay, put in a defense-splitting pass for a goal or score himself, as he has proven so far. You know, would I have done that? I don't know. Maybe Brendan thought to himself, let me put on Nat Phillips, take De Palma off, yeah, and shore up the defense, because he didn't want what happened to us against Lazio to happen to us against Atletico Madrid. So, you know, maybe he did the right thing, maybe he didn't, who knows. At the end of the day, it was a great performance, and you've got to take your hat off to the boys. Then we go on to play Hibernian, and that finished 0-0. To be totally honest, I suppose that's acceptable, if you like, because after everything the boys gave against Atletico Madrid, they were running on low energy, and we saw that in the game. It finished 0-0, but you know what, I'm not going to criticize them. We didn't lose the game, okay, we didn't win, but I've seen so many teams, even in the Premier League, where, especially in the Premier League, okay, where after European competition, where they give their everything, they go and play in the league and they are flat. So I suppose it was to be expected. Could Brendan have done better with his team selection? Yes, no, who knows? I mean, that's a question which we can chuck in the air and ask ourselves, but we won't know. And it's Brendan that picks the team. He sees the players at training. They've got all the, you know, resources, okay, instruments, where they track the players' performance, how much energy they use, how much energy they've got left, okay? So who am I, or who is anyone to say what he should or he shouldn't have done? Then we played St Mirren, third in the league, okay? They go 1-0 up, and a great goal, great cross, great header, and we won 2-1. I'll be honest with you, I didn't get to see the game. That's the first game that I've missed, to be totally honest. I saw the highlights, And you know what it's like, the highlights don't tell the whole story. Judging by the highlights, okay, we well and deserved to win that game. And, you know, we basically, you know, Celtic was the dominant team based on the highlights. I've heard a few people saying we weren't at our top, so on and so forth. But hey, we got the 3 points. We won 2-1. Yes, we let a goal in. But let's be honest, can't complain. Because we are 12 games in, still unbeaten in the league. And I think we're the only team unbeaten in the league. Yes, we are. I think we are. We're the only team unbeaten in the league. Now, we played Ross County, beat them 3-0. Could have been 9, to be totally honest. James Brown of Ross County gets sent off on 10 minutes. And let's be honest, okay, that tackle, that was an ankle breaker. To be totally honest, I don't think James meant to do that, but he went in with his leg a little bit too high. He was late, and I saw it on the replay, and on the replay, it looked bad, but it could have been even worse, yeah? So the referee went to VAR, because originally he gave James Brown a yellow card, went to VAR, actually went to the monitor to check it, saw it, came, cancelled the yellow card, straight red. And to be totally honest, I don't think James Brown or any Ross County supporter, after seeing that, can argue the fact that it was a straight red. Now, VAR had a lot to do in the first half, okay, because you had he jumped up, headed it on for Liam Scales to score. We thought it was 1-0. VAR cancelled it out. Now, you know, yes, I suppose he jumped up and had his hands like this on the player, but I thought it was soft. You know, on some occasions that would be given, some occasions it wouldn't, some occasions it wouldn't even go to VAR, to be totally honest. But there you go, that's VAR for you, yeah? And then the second VAR decision. Bernardo puts in a lovely ball over the top. Dyson Mader controls it, takes it down the wing, crosses it. Lunges and scores a great goal. And to be totally honest, everyone was celebrating. It goes to VAR. And you know what? Again, another ridiculous one if you ask me, yeah? They need to change the rules, because the bottom line is it got adjudged offside because apparently Dyson Mader's shoulder was in front of the Ross County defender. I mean, for crying out loud, yeah. I mean, what's happening to football? Let's have it a little bit more free flowing. You can't give that as offside. Yes, by the letter of the law today, it was offside, so it was probably the right call on the day. But it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. And that's my opinion. And I think my opinion is shared by quite a few supporters. Will they change it? Who knows? I hope so, yeah. So, you know, we've had 2 goals disallowed. And I'll tell you what, I thought the Ross County keeper was outstanding. He must have made about 4 or 5 saves. I lost count, yeah. He saved from Turnbull. He saved from he saved from Liam Scales. He had so many saves. I just lost count, to be totally honest. But you know, sometimes you think, okay, a team goes down to 10 men, so it's going to be a lot easier. Not necessarily so, because it changed the game, in my opinion. Because basically, Ross County put everyone behind the ball. And as a commentator on Celtic TV said, their area was just congested. It was really difficult to get through. That said, we scored 2 goals. Although it was disallowed by VAR, okay, the keeper had to make a couple of saves. So even though it was congested, even though, okay, Ross County made it difficult to break them down, because let's be honest, their goal when they went down to 10 men was to try and keep the score down. And they nearly went in at half-time at 0-0. if it wasn't for that man Turnbull. Oh, another great goal. He just picked his spot, bam, from outside the area. His speciality. We go in 1-0 up. Second half, okay, Luis De Palma, that guy, absolutely great goal. And you've got to think to yourself that the keeper had just before that made a save. I think it was from O, where he just flung himself. Another great, outstanding save from him. I think he's made 2 saves from O during the game, and you know, O couldn't buy a goal. Do you know what I'm saying? He was very unlucky. Great goal by De Palma, absolutely fantastic goal. And then the third goal to finish it all off, that man James Forrest scores for his 102nd goal. He scored 102 goals in his career at Celtic. I'm well happy for the boy, well happy for him. But let's be honest, even if that had 11 men, even if Ross County had 11 men, do we honestly believe the result would have been any different? We're now 8 points ahead of them lot down the road. Okay, yes, they got a game in hand because, you know, their home game against, I think, St Johnstone they were supposed to play has been postponed because of the fact that they've got their League Cup semi-final against Aberdeen. I hope Aberdeen beat them. I'll be supporting Aberdeen. My mate Lingo, who just recently got married, he's an Aberdeen supporter, so I'll be supporting in solidarity with him. Yeah, I've got mates that support them lot down the road as well, yeah, but I like to give them a bit of banter as well, and that's why I'm going to be supporting Aberdeen. But that said, I think since Philip Clement has come in, I think he's changed them a bit, yeah, but I still don't see any other result than Celtic winning the league, and hopefully the Scottish FA Cup as well. I'll tell you what I was pleased to see, yeah, the 6 changes which Brendan Rodgers made for this game against Ross County. Now, I go onto Instagram to see the team lineup. When I saw the team lineup on one of the Instagram sites, one of the Instagram Celtic sites, obviously, yeah, there are always comments underneath, and some of the Celtic supporters were a little bit confused and they didn't know why he made so many changes. It sounded as if they were a little bit worried. I put my comment on there as well, and I said, you know what, I'm pleased to see that Brendan Rodgers is rotating the team and he's resting key players for our away game on Tuesday against Atletico Madrid. Because let's be honest, okay, that is the most important game for us, yeah? We need to get something out of that game. Hopefully, if we play against them how we played against them at home, and that is just attack them, then I believe we have a chance to get something out of that game. Obviously, it's going to be a lot more difficult playing on their home ground with their support. But you know what? All I see from Celtic is a continuous improvement. So if we can improve on our performance at home against Atletico, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Look, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm pleased to see that some of the players that haven't been playing got a chance. I'm talking about Yang, I'm talking about Odin Thiago Home, I'm talking about O, and to be totally honest, they did good. None of them did any harm to their chances of starting or being part of the lineup. Yang, as you well know, is somebody I think that is going to come really good in the future. He's still young, but Luis De Palma is definitely the main character for me. He's definitely, okay, a first team starter in front of Yang. So let's see what happens. I mean, you know, I'm really psyched up for the game. I'm confident that we can do well, and I'm confident that we can actually achieve something away to Atletico. I'm not going to go as far as to say that we can beat them, but I'll be happy with a draw there. That would be another great result for us. Anyway, look, I'll try and do a video after our game against Atletico. Let's see what the situation is. But apart from that, I'm going to have a pint. I'm outside the Shamrock Irish pub, waiting for the Newcastle versus Arsenal game. That should be interesting. I'm going to be watching that with Keeper, and we'll probably do a video, seeing as he's Newcastle, I'm Arsenal in England, and we'll see when that goes up as well. Anyway, that's it from me, Shah. I'm out.